Hello everybody and welcome back to Purple Place The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Last time we collected the final tier of light, learned the truth about the few shadows, and then explored a sub-dungeon. That was most of that anyways. We made our way out of Lake Hylia and back to Hyrule Field, and before entering Hyrule Castle, we got a new lesson from our wolf companion, friend, teacher. Ooh, dog! Bone. This is my bone. But you go fetch. He didn't see me throw it. Whatever. Anyways, now that we're in Hyrule Castle town, let's go see llia. We already know where she is, so no point in looking around like we're lost. Very quiet at night. Oh, hello. What? If you want to go to the eastern thoroughfare, just keep going straight down the back road. If you head out on this path, you'll be in Hyrule Field, but I don't know if the road goes all the way through. Well, I can save you the trouble. It does not, because of a certain blockade. Something that we can't really take care of with bomb arrows alone. But that's not our agenda right now. Our agenda is meeting our old friend. That is a Zora child. This is beyond my expertise. Oh, geez, not to be rude. Doctor, wait. If something isn't done, this child will... Oh, hey, llia. Well, you're very rude. I say hi, or I just, appear and you don't say anything. What's wrong with you? I get it. That's your new senpai. It's because Tattoo won't acknowledge you. Well, this isn't good. A human doctor won't do, huh? That old coot reminded me, though. I heard of a shaman in Kakariko village in the Elden Lands who tended to Gorons and Zoras. Is that true? Perhaps if we take him there. Inadvisable. Too dangerous. But we can't turn a blind eye to a pretty girl in need either. Yes, we'd better escort you. Am I right, boys? Well, these guys are just silly. Well, isn't that nice? To reach Kakariko, we've got to cross two paths that are each infested with dangerous beasts. But we'll be safe now. Why do they exist? Cowards! Don't ever show your face here again. Faces. I should stop correcting myself. Oh my. Looks like we got one young swordsman left. I just wanted some milk. And not only that, but it looks like this brave young man will escort us. So go get ready to go, honey. Pronto. You know that girl, don't you? How do you know I'm just not infatuated? But yes, you're right, I do know her. It's a real shame. She can't even remember her own name right now. It's llia. Bless her heart. She found this poor boy collapsed in the road, so she did all she could to save him. More courage in that girl than in all the soldiers in Hyrule, for sure. You lend your strength to her. You hear me? I say courage. 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 Yeah. I recommend you have plenty of arrows for this. So you say the bridge to the west has been destroyed, huh? Then our only option is to cross the bridge to the east. You see what that means. You'll have to deal with that thing. Okay, so what's the problem? Yeah, I have to deal with them, and okay, we warp. Thank you so much for this. If you don't mind me asking, what's your name? Pud. Pud? I will never in all my life forget your kindness, Pud. Little lady, I think you'd best save your thanks until we're safe in Kakariko. This swordsman of ours has great eyes, honey. They're proud and wild, like a feral beast. We need a beast right now, to keep the true ones at bay. If we make it to Kakariko safely, we'll just thank him then, okay? Oh dear. Alright. I'm a gentle beast, though. Alright, make sure that you're well prepared for this. Let's see, do I recommend bomb arrows? I think for only one part, but I could be mistaken. So just equip your regular arrows and have your boomerang on standby as well. I guess you can equip your slingshot should you run out of arrows, but you'll be able to replenish them at some point after this, but make sure you have plenty for this part. Because we have a rematch with King Bublin, but he's sporting a little something different this time. He's got shields, so hitting him on the side is not possible. Okay, it's your turn, honey. We're counting on you. Everyone's counting on me. But to make this easy, don't do anything. Aim straight. Aim again. And there we go. Oh man, that was pathetic. So as long as you have 2 arrows and you have a decent skill at aiming your second shot, you should be good. Nice, honey. Keep up the good work. Yeah, literally, that's all you have to do. I don't know of any other way you're required to do it. I think you can still hit them with your sword, but I've never tried it. I've always shot them. Shoot first, ask questions never. The only question I do ask, though, is how did I get the small key? Well, actually, you get 2 small keys. We'll see why in a bit. This is why you want your boomerang. The cart can get on fire from, well, fire arrows. And you want to make sure that the cart doesn't burn up. So use your boomerang to extinguish the flames. Dismount off your horse very quickly. Do not get back on it. And unlock the gate. We have one more gate to go by. And that's not good. And as you can see, this isn't going to be very easy. Just swat your sword around to deflect arrows. But, get off my damn horse. But you want to make sure you keep up with the cart, not just because of these assholes, but because of what just happened. In case you are unaware of what just happened, there was a bird, like that one, who comes in and likes to drop bombs. It startles the horse. So you want to make sure you take care of the birds if they are ever in your way. Jesus, come on. Gotta get to the damn... Just cut through here. You don't have to use arrows to take care of the birds. You can use your boomerang. Oh, jeez. Man. This is very hectic. Now if I could... Okay. I don't even know what happened there, but I'll take it. Anyways, if you run out of arrows, you can also use your boomerang. Don't worry about not hitting the cart with your boomerang. You can actually lock onto the fire, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. The only issue are the stupid birds that throw bombs. But once you get rid of them, immediately head to the gate before more enemies come by, and they will come by. Or will they? I don't know. But once you unlock that gate, you're pretty much cleared. I'm surprised I survived that with how horrible I did. But I still completed it. He has passed through the worst of it. As long as he rests, he should recover in due time. Do you know the fate of his mother? Her welfare consumes him. He has been mumbling deliriously about her almost constantly. I can see the knowledge grieves you. It must be an awful memory. I'll stay with him until he's better, no matter how long it takes. Is that so? Thank you, Colin. I'm pretty sure Zora's work well with coconuts. Ugh, man. Hey, Pud, about llia. Is it true what they said about her? Yes, she has lost her memory, Colin, and regaining it will be no simple task. But it will be alright, child. If we just give her some time, I am certain that llia will find her heart again. No, she has to find her memory, not her heart. So, Colin, I'd like to ask you to stay in this village until then. It is our turn to show the courage that you have already displayed. Okay, bye. Nice to see there's still hope here, and it's always good to see happy results repay your efforts. Those skills of yours, any chance you're of the mind to put them to use for Hyrule? What hope is there in our kingdom is frail and dying, but there's still a group trying to do what it can, and I'm a member of that group. Call me Telma. Okay. I may just stay here a bit longer. I'm still worried about llia, and, well, never mind about the rest. Got the hots for the shaman. Hello there. Pud, I want to see you again at my bar, you hear me? The bar is actually a kind of safe house for my friends. There's a passageway that leads to the castle from in there as well. Keep that in mind. If you ever need anything, stop by. I'll be waiting for you, honey. Okay, bye. You go flirt with the shaman now. But yes, there is an entranceway into the castle through her bar. So remember that. Remember. Note it. Oh, hello there. You really need to get a new piece of headwear. That just does not suit you. I don't know. I mean, it makes her look like she has hair. And Zora's with hair is just odd. At least to me it is. So, just follow her into the graveyard. Luckily there's no crows, so you don't have to worry about getting attacked. And now that she's removed the stone, let's just go ahead and see what's up ahead. Headstone. Graveyard. Alright. Just gonna dive in through here. Well, not really dive, just swim. I am deeply grateful to you for aiding my son in his time of need. You are right to bring him here. Kakariko Village is a sacred place for the Zora people. It is where we take our eternal rest. My husband in life, King Zora, also rests his spirit here. It is no coincidence my son found his salvation in this place. That which I have promised you is within this grave. During his lifetime, my husband created garments specifically for the chosen hero, garments that would house the ability of the Zora. Okay, so he left that there for the hero. I thought he just liked to keep clothes. You got Zora armor. This special garment was handed down through the Zora royal family. If you have it equipped, you can move freely through the water, but you will be more vulnerable to fire and ice attacks. Now at last, I can join the king in slumber. And yet, my son, he still knows nothing of my death. If you see him again, please pass on this message. Tell him he must not grieve his mother's passing. Tell him she wanted him to be brave and live on as the king of our people. And tell him his mother loves him without end. Tell him. I'll tell him something. Well, it's a good thing you found all your friends and picked up that nifty Zora armor. But aren't you forgetting something kind of important? The last few shadow. Remember what Pharaon, the light spirit, said? He said you would need the few shadows to defeat the dark overlord Zant and save the world. Did he say that? So even if you go back now with all the people you saved, the whole tragedy would just repeat itself. So let's go get it. We need to go to the temple on the lake bed of Lake Hylia. That we do. But let's test out our new armor. The Zora armor. So just go to the collection screen and select it. With that, we'll automatically be able to swim inside bodies of water without having to come up for breath. We can also equip our iron boots and stay at the bottom for as long as we want. Normally I'd go through there and oh right, I just remembered something. I'll show off what I remembered after I light these two things. Like I said in the last part, whenever there's two torches, light them. You'll usually get a chest. This might be rupees, though. Yep, thought so. Oh well, that's fine. We kind of need rupees. Kind of. So, what we want to do now that we got the Zora armor is head back to Lake Hylia. But before we do that, unfortunately it's daytime now. Before we do anything else or head back to Lake Hylia, we want to stop by Barnes. If you remember the letter he had, he said that he got new bombs. So let's take a look. Hey, I've been waiting for you. Take a peek at what I finished, my water bombs. Take a peek at this, I finished my water bombs. Again, I cannot fucking read. These little fellows are so advanced, you can even use them in the water. Oh, they'll come in handy, guaranteed. You gotta buy some? Alright, now take a good gander at Master Barnes handmade bombs. So, he has regular bombs and water bombs. About the same price, just not as much. But if you try to select them while you still have other bombs, looks like your bomb bag has some other sort of bomb in it. Head to the counter next to this one and use our buyback program. You got any bombs you ain't gonna use, we'll take them off your hands. And these open 24 hours. So yeah, if you have any bombs left in your bomb bag, go over here and pretty much trade them all in. Mercy me, what do we have here? It appears you have some bombs. Allow me to peek in the bag. Now, bombs, huh? If you're mine to sell those, I'll buy 14 bombs for 21 rupees. Sure. You should have plenty of rupees if you've been following the way that I've been doing things, or if you've just been grinding your own set amount of rupees. And you want to replace all the bombs with water bombs. I'm going to go for the max, which is 15. Pretty much water bombs are no different from regular bombs. You can use them anywhere you'd like. The only difference is that you can also use these in the water. These are the preferred bombs that I like to have over any of the other 3 types of bombs because of their diversity. The only reason why I would like to have the regular bombs is because you can get them in higher quantity. But we'll be able to get something later on that will double the quantity of the bombs that we currently have. But more on that when I get to it. Let's go over here real quick. So, if you remember, we dived down here to open a chest. But you could also see that there was this rock. Now that we have water bombs, we can just set that down. And if you hold ZL, you'll shield the explosion. And that more or less covers our expenses. Well, not really, but you get what I mean. Now there's 2 ways of going through, going back to Lake Hylia. One of them is through the normal means of going back to where we originally came through from the cannon and descending back through a minigame, or we have another way. But before I do that, I am going to stock up on something. Okay, so I went and bought a red potion because reasons, obviously. I don't know why I'm rolling back here, but as I was saying earlier, I remembered something, and that was an alternative route. There was the route I just told you about, where you can go into Hyrule Field and go back to where you were originally. Real quick, I want to pick this up. You caught a boy ant. Bug fans love that golden color. Check out the caught bugs on the collection screen. This will come into play later. Now that we're able to get into Hyrule Castle Town, it will play a factor sooner than later, really. I don't know why I said that. Damn you words. Anyways, so one thing I remembered is this alternative route. If you go to the Zora King's grave into the water, you'll see some breakable rocks, this being one of them. And we have one more. This one right here. This one is pretty much our shortcut. Just walk right through this cave. And immediately we transport from Kakariko all the way to Lake Hylia. It's a fantastic shortcut. That way I don't have to cut all the way from one spot to another. And really there's not much else we can do at the moment that I'm aware of. I mean, there is more sub-dungeons like the one that I showed you in the last part. But really I don't want to keep going through those. I just want to go through this temple because this temple is going to be a bit of a pain. So just drop down. Don't worry about running out of water bombs while you're inside the temple. We are going to be using water bombs, but they have plenty of chests that restock those. So you don't have to worry about leaving the temple, then coming back in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blow up these rocks and get some extra cash. Just cuz. If you don't know how to pull up your shield, just press ZL. Even if you have nothing to target. It's preferred that way. Okay, so in order to enter the temple, what we need to do is place a bomb here. Wait for that to blow up. And then the water current, pressure, whatever, will open up a bit more. So place another bomb on there. Let that descend up to the rock. Up to the rock. Damn it. Just throw it. Wait, really? Okay. So, third time's charm. There we go. So, now we can enter the Lake Bed Temple. Next time. I am kind of tired, and this episode has gone pretty far as it is. We've done quite a bit in a decent amount of time, I must say. And no death, so that's always a win. But next time on Purple Plays The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we will be going through our third temple. Oh joy. Cannot wait. I'll see you guys next time.